Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy Dawn of Souls, episode 17. I'm your host, Pookie87, and last time, as you remember, we just had an interview with a vampire. And I'm not talking about Bram Stoker Dracula. I'm not even talking about the Dracula from the Castlevania games. I'm talking about a vampire. And after we've taken care of the vampire, we have also got ourselves won the Star Ruby, granted passage through the Giant's Cave, and now we have the Earth Rod. And where are we going to use the Earth Rod? Well, we're simply going to use that Earth Rod where we found it. We're going right back to the Earth Cave. But before we do that, let's go in here. And what the fuck do you want? Yes, exactly. What the fuck do you want? Don't you see we're busy people? Yes, 8 hits. Because 6 just wasn't enough for the big man. So I guess we should call him 8th Man. The big 8th man. So in here we have a great axe. 620 gil. We got some gil. More gil. And a mithril helm. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to whip this big bad boy out. And mithril helm gives me more to work with. So as you can see, now it's go time. Now, in today's episode, we're going to take on the real threat of the Earth Shrine. No, it wasn't the vampire. We just learned he's an underling. No, there's someone even worse than the vampire. But I'm not going to tell you. You know they call it Giant's Cave for a reason? They call it Giant's Cave for a reason. So let's see. Instead of going through all the way back to the Giant's Cave, actually watching me go throughout the Giant's Cave, I'm just gonna go back to town. The Lesser Tiger, because more is lesser. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the team back to town for a few drinks. We only hit the light stuff, Tea, Coke, Hawaiian Punch, Mountain Dew. We don't hit our stuff like vodka and that. No, 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 no. Because the drinks are rated T for teen. That's why. The drinks were rated T for teen. And you know what? I believe that the monk is the most feared character in the Final Fantasy world. And well, you've seen the power of the monk through various Final Fantasies. Dare I mention Sabin? Dare I mention Tifa, Cell, and now the big man will join the ranks of these great monks. And I don't believe that, monks are overpowering. No. No, no, they get the job done. So that's why you should never believe that the monk is the most, like I said, the monk is not the most jacked up character. It is the most by far jacked out character because you can level that sucker up to I don't know how high and until he gets a class change, well, he's only going to be more badass. So let's see if Dr. Une has any news. No, we have not heard you. We see gravestones. Although, we have reason to believe that Link lied somewhere else. The only question is which Link? So, what I'm going to do is, since I am all healed up, I'm going to meet you back at the cave. And welcome back. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I back here again? Well, check this out. You see, we use the Earth Rod, and instantly it becomes our next area. And before we do that, let's save, just in case something stupid happens. Go down here. And this is the fourth floor of the cave, the, the Earth Cave, or the Cavern of the Earth. Now, there's not much I have to say except that you're going to get more and more attacked very abruptly. So the enemy encounters will just get really stupidly ridiculous. So finally, we're all leveled up. The ladies have leveled up before us guys. Like I said, that's okay. Oh yes, that's even better. Our white mage goes first? Oh yes. So you're probably wondering, what is with all the ambushes? Like I said, the enemy encounters will go off the weird scale. So we're facing a couple of new enemies. We're facing a Hyena Dawn, an Ogre Mage, and an Ogre Chief. We want to get rid of the Ogre Mage really quick. Because what he does to us is not good. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that he doesn't get the chance, like so. Now the dark spell has a very slim chance of connecting. So most times we got staff. What you assholes? Goodbye. 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 Yes, like I said, it's gonna get on the weird scale. And that's the reason why I just do things so fast that it just don't make no sense. Yo, all for the sake of your hard-earned whatever it is you have in your freaking chest. We'll raid as many chests as we want to, cause that's how we roll. We are called pioneers. A new enemy, a sphinx. Was that really necessary? No. Kill. 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 Really? Was that really necessary? No? Yeah, I thought so too. So you're probably thinking, what the hell am I gonna do with all this stuff? Well, let's see. First off, we need a full-blown heal. Second off, we need to get rid of these. Third off, we need to advance. Alright, so where are we going? We're gonna find the mastermind behind all this crap. And as we are getting closer, the enemy encounters will become more and more random. Status attacks will be more and more severe. And many of our enemies shall fall at our feet. So do we have anything? Do you have anything for us? No? No? No. No. Of course, all I'd say is, damn. Why you gotta do that to the big man? What did he ever do to you? I mean, maybe it's that one time we got, high, but, other than that, it was all in good fun. Now you took it out of context. So we gotta get rid of you. Because the contents of that day have not soiled our brain since. And they make it seem like it was such a long time ago, and it really wasn't. So, really, we really have to be careful here. We got Cockatrice. And since they are flying enemies, well, we simply must do this. Shock them. And we're going to go here, which is the fifth floor, and once again, saving because you never know. So as I'm zipping through here, yes, constantly zipping. We are where we need to be. And that one thing is we need to heal. And we need to heal very badly. Ooh, especially the twin. Oh, she's not looking too hot. Of course, I have to say, she always looks hot to me. She's my girlfriend, after all. Anyway, fry and saute. There you have it. Now, before we head on into deep-seated shit, we're gonna do the following. Kill the big man. Because the big man will not take shit from nobody. Especially if he's a level 28, 8 hit wielding son of a bitch. I mean, in the friendliest terms, he can be a real badass. He is a real badass. Okay, so where are we going now? We are going to where all this shit is really going down. This is the Earth Crystal. Who speaks to me? Eh? The Earth Crystal is ahead. And that happens to be... I am he who feeds on the power of Earth. This is the Lich. I will not be disturbed by mortal men. I am the Lich, fiend of Earth. Yeah. This is who we're facing. The Lich. Now really, the Lich can be a pain in the ass if you don't know what you're doing. So first off, we're going to make sure Big Man stays in this fight because I really don't want to waste my Phoenix Downs on him. Secondly, now since he is Earth-based, well, we can only try... Well, first off, we're going to go on defensive. Attack up. Defense Once again, we go on the attack. The ladies will, of course, support us by once again going defense. Temper will, of course, raise our attack. And he has Blazara, and Blazara will hurt like a bitch. So Big Man will get his power up. So the one thing we must be very cautious of is we must make sure that everybody, and I do mean everybody, stays in this battle. Now that that is taken care of, we are going to go and basically give this man something to give this man a little something to actually fear us. 16 hits, ladies and gentlemen. Now, mind you, this guy has 2,800 hit points. This is not an easy feat, but then again, what is these days, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that our hit points stay as high as possible. And since he is undead, we're going to go Daiga, and once more we're feeling haste. Oh, wait a minute. What is this? I thought he was more of a challenge. Oh, my mistake. I thought he had more HP than that. So what did we just do? We just bitch slapped ourselves a Lich. That's what happened. And with that, we have finally liberated the Earth Crystal from its bonds. So with that, we go to the Earth Gift Shrine, and of course, the Lich is gone. Therefore, no more Lich. So we step in here, leave, end the story. And as you can see, we have ourselves the Earth Crystal. Isn't that just lovely? So, from here on out, our next destination will be the Fire Crystal. But for now, we're going to call this a video. For our battle will stop here in the town of Melman. So, as soon as I actually finish this boss fight, or this, not boss fight, I'm going to go heal up and save, and most likely take on more bad guys. So yeah, we made a bitch of the Lich. So let's see what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this and this. Really, that fight went so fast, I just didn't even think about how many hit points he had. But it goes without saying, it's good to be over leveled, because that makes the boss fights a little more faster. So you'll be expecting a lot out of the boss fights later on. About the extra shrines that are there, that will be featured in a bonus video in which I will go to all the extra shrines, check them out after the main course of the story is over, or at least until after I reach class change status. So yeah, this will do it for episode 17 of Let's Play Final Fantasy Dawn of Souls. Fail no bro! Fail no wait a minute. Hail Cobra! Hail Cobra! Hail Cobra! Hail Cobra! Fail no bro! Fail wait a minute, fail no bro. And if you didn't get that, if you did not get that reference, then your broker's a broker. That's right, that's what I said. When your broker's a broker, then you're broke as a broker. So once again, we shall rest here for the remainder of this evening. And with over 100,000 gil in our stash, that'll do it for today's episode of Final Fantasy Dawn of Souls. I almost said Dawn of Shadows, even though that's a good idea for a game. But anyway, I have been your host for this morning, Pookie Izzy 7, the underdog of the underrated. Join me later on as we tackle on more foes in Shining Force, Legacy, and Resurrection of Dark Dragon. I will also start my other Let's Plays, Magician, Castlevania Dracula X, and Cybernator. So with that, I am the underdog, and with that, I have spoken. Game is over for now, but join me next episode, please. I'm Pookie 7, and I am out!